Here I am asked to write a linear equation that describes this situation here. A bookstore sells textbooks for $80 each, sells notebooks for $4 each, and would like to sell a total of $800 in merchandise. So the easiest form to help us out with this situation is actually going to be standard form, because I know that if I take $80, I'm going to multiply that by the number of textbooks. That's going to give me how much money I make from textbooks. Then I'm going to add that to 4 times the number of notebooks, because if I multiply 4 times the number of notebooks, that'll give me the total cost of notebooks. And if I add those two together, my goal is really, okay, I want to make $800. So in this case, we have our linear equation in standard form that we're going to then go ahead and graph here. So to do that, I am going to make sure, okay, I have my y value here. Looks like I made this notebooks, so I'm going to say n for notebooks. And my x value here is going to be textbooks, so I'm going to say t for textbooks. And now let's go ahead and graph this. To graph it, we could solve this for slope-intercept form by subtracting 80x from both sides, which gives me 4y equals negative 80x plus 800, and then dividing both sides by 4, which totally works by giving us our slope-intercept form of negative 20x plus 200. Or what we can do is we can also find the x and the y intercepts. The way we do that is we're just plugging in 0 for x to find the y-intercept and 0 for y to find the x-intercept. So what that means here is if I were to plug in 0 for y, I'd get 80x plus 4 times 0, which is just 0, equals 800. So I divide both sides by 80, and x gives me 10. So that means that is my x-intercept when x is equal to 10. If I am trying to find my y-intercept, I'm going to plug in 0 for x. So 80 times 0 is just 0 plus 4y equals 800. And now to solve for y, I'm going to divide both sides by 4. And that's going to give me y is equal to 200, which matches up with our y-intercept over here. And now to graph that, I'm going to try and sketch the line as best as possible between those 2 points. And now I can use that graph to approximate how many textbooks the bookstore must sell if it sells 40 notebooks. So remember, notebooks is on my y-axis here. Let's say 40 is about right here. So I'm going to look at my graph, and it looks like I might have to sell about 7 or 8 textbooks if I'm going to sell 40 notebooks.